Hey everyone, I completed my last 30-day challenge here living in Cali, and the most recent one that I just completed was the 30-day pull-up challenge. So for 30 days, I try to do as many pull-ups as I possibly can, uh, and this challenge in itself was challenging as the other ones in its own way. Usually with the physical 30-day challenges, it's about just making sure I don't get injured, seeing if my body could hold up and do the sets and the reps that I planned out to do. This is also the 30-day challenge where I probably missed the most days, so I probably missed about 7 days in total, and uh, some of it had to do with just going on travel, and the other days pretty much had to do with just rest. I needed a lot of rest in between a lot of these days because my body was getting sore, particularly my upper body, my arms, shoulders, traps, upper back. Um, I've really felt it with this challenge in those areas, and having that 1 day rest really did help with just recovery and just making sure that I don't wear myself out too much. And so I started out probably like the first week with where I did 3 sets of 3 reps, and then the week after. So every 7 days I would increase uh the rep by one in one of the sets. So the next one I would do 4 reps of 1 set, and then 2 sets of 3 reps. And then I would do 4 by 2 sets of 4 and 1 set of 3. And then eventually went to 3 sets of 4 reps. And then on the last day, I decided to kind of max out and do 3 sets of 5 reps. So I increased it a little bit. Um, Again, 1 rep for each set. And I didn't want to increase it too much because I was thinking maybe I should do increase like the reps for all the sets. But I felt like it was too much because even when I increased it at the rate I did, I still felt very sore like almost every day in those body parts, my upper body, and I felt really tight and stiff. I try to stretch as much as I can and try to do the massage gun just to loosen up the muscles, but I did feel it. And while I was doing that, I was also doing some cardio, jiu-jitsu, and basketball. So those were my main activities that I was doing along with this challenge. So just making sure I'm able to do those things as well and not overexert myself with the pull-up bar challenge. So, yeah, you could see it in the Excel spreadsheet of the days that I did the reps and sets on the designated days. And so, uh, yeah, I do feel stronger in those areas. Right now I do feel sore because I just ended, so maybe if I recover a little bit, I'll still feel a little bit of stiffness, but also feel a little stronger in those areas, and definitely could do more pull-ups now than I did at the beginning of the month. So that's good. There's improvement in that area, but it's just one physical challenge that I want to do one more time before I head off to Japan. And it's always challenging as always because it's all about trying to push yourself without trying to overexert and injure yourself at the same time. So just trying to find that right balance when it comes to these physical 30-day challenges. But overall, it went pretty well. Just I think always making sure that you give a proper amount of rest and you know stretching, massaging it. I think it would help if you're gonna do it almost like every day. Um, Preferably, I'd probably want to do it like maybe every other day or once every uh 2 days, incorporate it in this cycle of working out rather than doing just every day. But people have different thresholds depending on their strength and their body type. So, um, if you want to really strengthen those areas with your upper body, your arms, shoulders, neck, it is a great workout to do. Um, and even in the midst, I had still dealing with elbow tendonitis. I was kind of concerned maybe it would affect that as well, but um, it didn't. It didn't drag me down too much. It wasn't the pain of my elbow tendonitis didn't really affect me from doing all the pull-ups, so it was good for the most part. So overall, it was great. Just feeling sore afterwards, with doing these workouts and doing these physical challenges. So as I'm doing it, just making sure I have the proper balance and the good amount of rest. So if I did it every day for 30 days, maybe I would have gotten injured, or I'll be even more sore or have more of a ailments in certain areas. Because even at one point, I was having like armpit pain in those muscle area there for a little bit in the middle of the 30 days, but I gave it some rest and it allowed me to recover, and I was able to resume the 30-day challenge. But those rest days were needed for sure. So if you're interested in doing this 30-day challenge, do it if you feel like this is a body part of those areas that you need to strengthen. And it's definitely doable. Do it at the reps and sets that you feel comfortable with, and just go from there. So that's my 30-day challenge for doing pull-ups. My last one in Cali. We'll see if we decide to do more challenges while I'm in Japan. I'm not sure yet, but um, I guess I'll decide. I'll give it some thought and see what I decide to do. So until then, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one.